What? Okay, so what? Oh, I guess we're still talking about people. We're not moving on yet.
Yeah, we can move on if you want. Let's do another ad.
All
We'll
right,
talk about the gear.
Let's do an ad.
I mean, otherwise it's just me talking in circles about everything. Yeah. You know.
This is a thing that's been popping up on Facebook. This was posted in the group by Kane Flores, but it was actually originally sent to me in a message by RJ Smith. And this is for FX pedal boards. It says we're introducing 2 new products today: the medium and small amp stand / practice stations. They hold smaller, medium-sized amps, 2 guitars, effects pedals, sheet music, and/or tablets, PC, and your drink.
And your drink. Yeah, it looks like it has 2 drink holders.
Cup holders.
Well, maybe one. Oh yeah. There's 2 cup holders, but one like you could probably put picks in it or something like that.
And the pedal board is removable to take to the show. So it seems like people are really excited about this thing.
Are they?
The people that I've seen, or like where I've seen it posted, it seems like people are.
I mean, I look at this. You should go look up the prices right now so that we can figure it out.
I heard the prices are very reasonable.
To me, this looks like it could be replicated with like an IKEA bookshelf and some clever quick modifications.
Sure.
Because it's basically a shelf that holds your amp. And yeah, it's at an angle. That's nice. It holds your amp. The fact that the pedal board is connected to the base of it is incidental. Like you could push any pedal board up against the base of it. And then it's got a music stand and a little shelf to hold a few things. It just seems like...
So did you actually...
Like a regular cheap shelf.
Did you look at the prices?
I think I did. I don't remember them.
So the small amp stand is $285.
Yeah, you can buy
and the medium amp stand is $329.
You can buy a full bookshelf from IKEA for like $100.
I think this has a lot more going on.
It has a lot more going on, but I don't think that makes it better. I think it's kind of ugly.
I think it's highly specialized.
It looks like
I'm not a fan of the pedal board because it is just basically a thick sort of pegboard thing. Like that I get, but I feel like there's a lot more going on with this than just to say, oh, well, just get a bookcase.
If I was going to spend that much money, I'd want it to look like more like a finished piece of furniture and not like cardboard pop out model kit.
All right.
It has that thing like, oh, pop out all these pieces and make a dinosaur skeleton sort of kind of look to it.
Yeah, I can see that.
It looks,
I guess.
It doesn't look like a piece of furniture. I mean, it looks functional. It looks completely functional.
I think it looks super functional. I think depending on what the aesthetic is for your house, like this could really work. I think if you have a very limited amount of space, this could be functional.
Another point I saw someone make in the comments is that if you have an amp where the controls are on the top,
you're screwed.
You're screwed.
Yeah, that's
because it only works with the controls facing out forward from the amp. And it's also look at it like I've got to get into the back of the amp and do things like all the time, whether it's like plugging in the power, like if it's a Fender amp, the switches are in the back.
Sure. Yeah.
Doing like a speaker plug in or something like that. Like it looks good on paper, but then when you really think about the practicality of it, I just look at this and it's just too much trouble. It's more trouble than it's worth. Like I would rather have an amp with tilt back legs and a music stand, and I would be saving $300. Because you can get a music stand dirt cheap. Tilt back legs are like $20 or $30 or something like that. I just don't think it's really worth it. I don't need a cup holder because I finished my drink in one swig. I barely even need a cup. I don't know. This is a hard sell for me.
Oh, of course, one of the comments of always, this can be made from Home Depot for $30.
Oh, gosh. No, I'm not making that. I'm not going to make that argument at all because you got to have the time and the plans to make that happen. I mean, this would be a good project. Have you seen those like Kickstarter plunge routers where you put down tape and it like is a handheld CNC machine?
Yeah.
This would be a good project to have as a plan for one of those things. Like, oh, make an amp stand out of Home Depot plywood, and you put down the tape and you cut out the necessary pieces, and then it just clamps together super easy. but I'm just not seeing the value in it as something that's bought. And you know, I could make something from a sheet of Home Depot plywood that would have the same function. I could say that. It wouldn't look as clean or as finished, but it would have the same function.
Well, I mean, I think most things no one's ever paying for. Well, not never, but you know, you're not paying for the concept.
You're paying for the labor.
You're paying for
the execution.
You're paying for the labor and the execution. So yeah, you could build this, but you also, you know, you've got a squatch board and you've got a salvage board, and before all of those, I'm looking at your pedal board and it looks like a piece of garbage.
Oh yeah, you're looking at my homemade one here in the garage. I use it as an apple crate now, which is apple crate means like a box that you use for like video propping up and stuff like that. Yeah.
So you know, yeah, you can do it. But yours looks like dump.
And yours looks like dump, and it looks better than anything.